Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show.
Number 50.
Number 50. 50. 50 shows we've done. That's pretty amazing.
That's very amazing.
You know, and to still have our forever friends come through and still show up every other Sunday. Now we're every Sunday. I'm very thankful.
I am too. It's
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's
Thank
awesome.
you so much for tuning in. Thank you for my tribe, which everyone knows by now, the beautiful Karyn, gorgeous Kandi. I know she didn't want me to call her that, but that's why I said it. And gorgeous Tiffany. And of course, you know, my favorite right here, my girl, Rody.
Good looking Rody. Cute Rody.
Radiant Rody.
As my mother would say, Rody, your sister's beautiful. And then she realized, she looked at me, oh, well, and you're cute. Really happened.
I did hear her say, and she said it again. Oh, my microphone just keeps going wilting. I have a special name for that. Yeah. So everybody, today's show is about, have you ever wondered about the afterlife? You know, I know we do, whether you think that it's hogwash or that you wonder if there's another place or if we get to live on. It goes on into scenarios that are all plausible. That's what I feel. Every one of them are plausible. And today we have a special guest, actually two of them, mom and daughter, and they tagged me today, and I had a reading with them, and apparently they listened to me and taped it like I always tell everybody to do. And I had the honor of giving her, she has a baby. So we're going to get into that a little bit later, but she's coming in to share that. And you know, guys, that was like 4 years ago or something like that. So look at how, and I don't care what you say. She's going to tell you she did not want any more. It was in the video, it was everywhere. But if you're going to say, well, that many years gone by, we also called the sex of this child. You know why? Because heaven knew. So that's just how it goes. And I love this. And we're also going to take your questions. We want to share, want you to be involved. And of course, today is, the whole month is tribute to Black History Month. And I want to just say that at this moment, because I was going to get I know, baby, but see, I wanted to do something special. I'm going to come back over here. Hold on just a second, because somebody made this. Ta-da. Brody just learned that one.
That's amazing.
We're going to give her free reins.
That is so cool.
Tiffany made that, and I wanted to use
That is cool.
This was current events. Now I'm going to turn it over to Rody.
All right. You know, growing up in the South, I saw a lot of some stuff that wasn't so nice towards African-American people. With it being Black History Month, there's two women. It's not going to be 2 minutes on each, but one was at the beginning, Harriet Tubman, you know, when slavery was still legal. And then, of course, the great Miss Rosa Parks, who after she wouldn't get out of that seat on the bus. Within a few years, they passed the civil rights legislation. So we're going to put Miss Harriet Tubman up there first. While I talk, here we go. This is older when she was still a slave. This is Harriet Tubman. I said Truman. I'm so sorry. She's born 1822. She died in 1913. She lived to be, can they hear me? I'm not on the screen.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't see myself. See, I'm so vain. Okay.
She is. She
Anyway,
really is.
she was born into slavery. She had a very rough childhood. They were loaned out as children slaves, and she was beaten and whipped by various masters. And she got injured as a child while one of the masters was throwing a really heavy metal thing at another slave. It hit her in the head. And from then on, she had seizures. She had headaches. She even had hallucinations. And she thought those hallucinations were God telling her to lead people from freedom. That she actually was called Moses as she was doing the Underground Railroad. Now, she escaped in 1849 after she had tried to go a couple months earlier with her two brothers, and for some reason they turned around at the last minute, so she came back with them. But she made it from Maryland to Philadelphia, and you would think she would just keep running to Canada, but no, she shortly came back to rescue her family. Now, she did over 13 missions, and she led 70 enslaved people to freedom, a lot with her family. She would travel at night using safe houses in the Underground Railroad, where it comes from. Okay, let me find my notes. Yeah, her family made I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't that ready. Well, she never lost a passenger either. They called them passengers because they call it the Underground Railroad. She never lost one person the whole time she was doing this. Now, in 1850, the government started the South, jerks, the fugitive slave law. So if you escape, your owner would pay money for people to bring you back, and it was brutal. So she started not just taking them to Philadelphia, she started taking everyone to Canada because you were free there, and so nothing could happen to you there. Yeah. And in the Civil War, she served as an Army scout and spy. She helped, oh God, I forgot, one of the captains or do something, blow up a bridge. Yeah, the next picture. That's her later in life, Mrs. Tubman. And for her entire life, she was involved with being an abolitionist, an activist. Until she died, she was really with the women's suffrage movement. So this woman, born into slavery, beat so bad as a child, she had lifelong disabilities. She friggin' said, no, I'm not going to be a slave. I'm a person. And she took off, saved herself, 70 others, and went on to actually marry later in life. They adopted a child. And anyway,
that's a hero.
Yes, she's so inspiring. We remember Miss Harriet Tubman today. She started the civil rights, in my opinion. And then we're going to go to Mrs. Rosa Parks. Here she is. This is where she got arrested.
I'm going to tell you, I would have been a Rosa Parks. I would have said, let me have it. I would have sat right where she did. So go and tell her story.
She was 1913 to 2005. She led the Montgomery, Alabama. It was January 1st, 1955, when she was arrested. There were sections in the bus, white people, black people in the back. They called them colored then. And the white section got filled up, and the bus driver asked her, there was 4 seats in the row. She was the only one there, to get up and vacate that seat, because I guess they didn't want to sit with her in this. They call it the colored section, the black section. So a white person could sit down just because the white section was full. Well, she refused. And it wasn't that she was so tired. Yeah. Because the people thought it was because it wasn't right. It was all because of her race, racial inequality. So
we're a human race.
That's right. I got shirts that say that. Only one race, human race. Yeah. All right. Let me get back to my notes. So I don't. Okay. Yeah. The white section was full. She refused, was arrested for, it was called civil disobedience for violating the Alabama segregation laws. She stayed in jail overnight, paid a fine. And this action inspired the Black community in Montgomery to boycott the buses. They drove basically empty for 11 months. Now, these people were walking, or maybe some people have cars. A lot of people didn't, because economically they were still keeping people of color down then. But for almost a year, they boycotted the buses, and this worked its way through the courts. And in November of 1956, the courts decided that bus segregation is unconstitutional under the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. And from there, she became an international icon of resistance to racial segregation. She organized and collaborated with many civil rights leaders, including Martin Luther King. And although she was widely honored in later years, at the time this happened, she was fired. She got death threats for years. So it really did cost her to do this in her life. It really did cost her. But then just got a couple of things I want to tell you now, how she was honored by Congress. She was honored. She was called the First Lady of Civil Rights and the Mother of the Freedom Movement. She was given awards. She was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal, and posthumously, her statue in the U.S. Capitol Statuary Hall is up there. She's the first one that wasn't one of the presidents to be up there. And in 2005, when she was also the first woman to lie in honor in state at the Capitol Rotunda. That's where they lay the presidents when they die. I got chill bumps saying that. The first woman, never was in an elected office, lied in the Capitol Rotunda after she died for people to come pay their respects. And God, they should have done that too. Anyway, that's our little bit of honor in Black History Month. Yeah. And somebody says, why aren't there White History Months? All the 11 friggin' other months are White History Months. But anyway, we honor our...
That's a whole nother topic, huh, Rody?
Yeah.
My thing is that we're honoring heroes that
Yes.
did what was right. You know,
Yes.
went against the grain and had a life of misery. But this woman, I mean,
This
these
one right there.
ladies
Yep.
right here,
Mhm.
they're inspiring to each and every one of us, regardless of what creed we are. Is that
And
the right
that's
word?
right. And they did what's right at whatever personal cost it was to them. And we should all do that.
And guess what? In the afterlife, it doesn't matter.
That's right. That's right. No racists in the afterlife.
I love that. And that's what this show is about.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for letting me do that.
you welcome. I wanted to do that too.
I love Rody. Rody, I love your passion. Your passion. I just love it.
That's why
Thank
I
you.
told her to do it. You know, that's
Mhm.
we need to share.
I love it.
We need to, that's why I got you girls here. I love your passion. I love
Mhm.
how that works. I love how we get. Now, I want to do a website disclaimer before we get started here. As you can see, blah, 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 blah. And you got to be 18, please. There you go. And solely at your own risk. I want that to be clear. But if you watch my shows, you know that we have validation, 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 validation. And we got today, we have somebody sharing validation. I mean, at its finest. And I love that. So we're going to take some questions, and you all know that my girls, my tribe is out there to help you. If anybody out there in the chat room needs some help, I'm going to take a second. I'm not seeing chat. So, there it is. It was private. See, I don't want to do it. So I want to give a shout out to some of the, because we've had right after this, I'm going to share the young lady that won our last show. 15-minute. It's Ashley Casto, and you know
That was her name.
She is from the Down Under. I immediately talked about her accent. It was absolutely amazing, and we're not offering one today because we won't be on the show next Sunday. We're taking a break. I'm going to the mines. I'm going to the mine. I'm going over to Kandi. Going to go to Kandi. I'm also gonna see Alex. I hope she's watching. I'm gonna go and visit everybody. But I'm going on my bucket list, girls. I'm working on it, and I'm going down in the row. And I've never been on a cruise, and Valerie's been on several. So she's coming with me, and it's a metaphysical cruise. So I wanted to check it out before I go to, work the cruise, which, yes, I'm considering. I think that's great. I'm going to also get to see the Mayan. I'm going to be able to touch it, man. You have no idea. I'm
jealous.
The only thing I can do is share with you the experience. And
but so happy for you.
I'm
so happy for you.
And I know it's going to be a whirlwind. I know, because its history is not. I know that, and I'm going to block that part out. But I want to get to feel its, its energy, and not its.
You should maybe write, Katrina. Do some notes.
Tiffany, thank you. See, that's why I got my girls on my team. Everybody put together. We are just one awesome brain.
One brain put together. I don't know about that. That didn't sound right.
Pieces of me are everywhere, so that's all I can say. I'm glad to share. So I thought that I would run down some of these before we get started and do because Rody's also going to share the video. It's taped. We've been having a weird trouble. Oh, I got it right there. Yeah. And it says, I got Sandy. I got G. Maria, Ask the Spirits. Not sure who that is, but we were wondering. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Lady T's got the tea. I think I'd like some. And then we got Angie Huffmaster. I hope that I said that correct. This was an awesome. I was just praying I could hear from your love. Girl, you just hold up on here because we're going to get you guys in there. Heather M.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Heather. How are you doing? Mandy. Oh, I know Mandy. Forever friends. We got our Sandy.
Sandy's in there.
Always got to give out. Yeah. And if you would like to also, support the show, please do. We would love that. Please like, subscribe. Candace Lopez. Hello to you too, sweetheart. I got Kathy Daniel. White. Oh, we got a Daniel too.
Yeah. Woo.
It says, I remember the first time I seen you. It was an investigation. I did an investigation with you. Oh,
with Steve Huff.
Or are you talking to me? You might be talking to somebody on the panelists, or if not, I truly apologize.
Katrina, his next one behind that says that it was an investigation you did with Steve Huff.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see him again.
That's where a lot of people.
We're not telling nobody where we're going, but we are going to see our Huff family friends. And look at Ro. So it's going to be in June. We're pretty excited about it. So Daniel, thanks for showing up. Yes. I love that. And we got Joe Gratitude. Hello, everyone. Joe Knapp.
Is that Joe Knapp? Yeah. Hey, Joe. Hi, Joe.
I got Candace Elizabeth. How are you?
Candace.
And I'm hoping I grab everybody here. We have... I think I got everybody that's in right now, at least in the chat room that I can see. And somebody climbed the ruins. I don't care, Sandy. You do it. I'm not. I can get out there, but my ass is coming down on my ass one at a time. I'm scared to death of heights, but I don't have to. And I can tell you, Tiffany's been there. She knows I don't have to walk into a place. Ghosts come to me. So
we can sit right in the car.
So I get to make that
go right up.
I got proof in it. It's happening. So what we're going to do is I want to share my new forever friend in Australia. And I would like you to take a listen because you know what? She's pretty fabulous. So here she is. Oh, wait, Rody, you need to. There we go.
It's at the mine's at the
could have been.
There we go.
Hey, Ashley, how are you doing?
I'm good. Nervous, but good.
Don't be nervous. Were you able to read my notes?
I was, yeah.
What was your intake on those?
Very emotional. I cried.
Okay. I just want to let you know, first of all, I'm not psychic. I don't claim to be. I can't give you any future. And if a lottery number comes up, I'm going to keep it for myself. I just thought I'd share that. But
okay.
I could use it. But I
Right.
have this way of communicating. And when you sent me your photo, which is your parents, it is, I want to let you know that Dad came in front and center, and that's the reason why on my notes, and I make sure that I share the notes so that way you have them forever. You will get a copy of this. We will share it on the show Sunday. And here are the questions that you asked me to stick was, are they together? Are they with me? And do they hear me when I talk to them? And I can tell you, I didn't even have to ask them. I knew the answer to the last one. They always can hear us. You only need me to validate what you hear from them, you know?
Right.
And Dad is like a really proud man. And that's why he stepped up, and he did say, hell yes, we're together. I just want to let you know, I try not to, I've even had to say some, like the N word in one time, but I just said the N. I didn't say the actual word. And they were like, I was waiting for them to say it because it's one of the things that they say. And your dad immediately had stated that. He said, we're here forever. And I love that because I found a front and center relationship between them. And I know you're searching for that. That's what he's telling me. You're searching for that. So today, the background that I had chosen today was about balance. And it's because I feel like you're feeling like the weight is on your frickin' shoulders, Ashley. And, you know, we all have some bad times, and it just feels like it's just compounding on top of you. And to know that you need a pick me up, you know, your mom is the sensitive and looking at the bright side of things and there to listen to you. Your dad is like, oh, not enough talking. It's time to get out there and do something. The person to kick you in your butt and to get you motivated, to remind you of where you come from. And what a great balance that you need for this, because that's what I feel like you needed. And one of those questions was, ta-da, right here, I got to put it in. Are they with me? So these are, I love how that goes. So he said that I could tell that there was true love here. He was very proud. He said that there was no pain. So I do believe that there was a moment when he had crossed, before he had crossed, that he had significant pain. And you must have been wondering, because I give answers to your questions, thoughts, and prayers. I only get one end, you're the other, and I can't read your mind. He said that he was there for your mom when at crossing. So I take that he went before she.
No, she went first.
So was he there with her?
He was at the hospital with her, yeah.
Okay. Usually, I know that when it's written down, I wrote down that he said he was with her at crossing and it was underlined. Naturally, to me, is in the other form, but he did say he was with her. I write down explicit. I try to figure out what it means. With this, now, I'm seeing her ring. So do you have her ring?
Yeah.
That's not on your notes. This is added to as we talk. So these are some things that I love. Oh, are you there? Don't go nowhere. Okay, there.
I'm here.
It was some of the stuff that shares with that I just saw it. And by any chance, are these two pieces fused together now?
Yeah, they're actually so these are my grandparents. So it's actually my dad and my uncle's birthstone that's on the ring.
Okay, I just saw it being fused, and I just saw that the being together. And I went with mom and dad because I feel like they had a bit. I go with love, and
See,
there you go. That's why it was distributed. I go with the way the love is, not what their title was, and that's why I wrote down mom and dad.
They were like my parents, yeah.
Yes, I love that. Another thing that I saw is I had a vision of a tattoo. You're in front of me. There's no way that I can see a tattoo in front of us, but I did write it down. And in particular, I want to go to my left shoulder, or I want to go onto my shoulder. So by any chance, do you have anything that is on a shoulder that
I have a tattoo on my left shoulder of stars that I got
I just said that. You might not
years
have been
ago.
looking at me, but I said stars.
Yeah, I do have a tattoo. It was one of my grandma really liked it. So,
And does it have like little sparkles like coming from the stars, or little extra stars?
no, there's a bunch of stars, but there's
Okay.
no sparkles. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Does it, I just saw a twinkle in it, so I was just trying to, like a sparkle, but she shared that with me. And
Yeah.
I love how I get to see, you're not nervous no more.
No,
You can't be nervous when you get that. What'd you say?
just emotional.
It's very emotional. It really is. By any chance, did she collect dolls or something? It's almost like I just saw this doll that is kind of like preserved or like a collectible, on the
Yeah. She had some porcelain dolls in my room when I grew up.
Okay, I love that. I just felt like they were put up on a table or something. And is one got like beige and brown and gold dress to it, or colors to it? It's like I'm seeing bronze.
Actually, the one my sister has from her does, yeah.
Okay, I just got the vision, so I like to share these. It's you asked about the family, and look at how they're around and how they can let you know that nobody gets by without them knowing what's happening, and that's beautiful. Another thing that I saw was I saw the vision of like two boys and a girl, but I feel like we go boy, girl, boy, or we're going boy, girl, girl. But I feel like the other one, the newest one, feels very male, boy.
So I have 3 living children and 3 babies in heaven. I have my living children. I have a boy and 2 girls. And the ones in heaven, I don't know what they were.
Interesting, because I had the vision. One boy, dad was there. This is interesting. So your father, he shared with me. So because you're bringing this in, was he there at the birth of one of your boys, or was he there? Was he around when you lost one of your? Because I definitely see 2 girls and a boy.
He was at the hospital when I had all 3 of my kids.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And my son was the first one. So he was there.
I know you shared that you lost 3 babies, and there's very many ways of that happening, but was there one that was where you had to go to the hospital, or more later in the pregnancy time frame?
Actually, my first miscarriage, I was in the hospital when I found out, and then a couple months later, I almost died from it. So I was in the hospital.
And because that one I see is a boy, and I want to let you know that this boy could have been. I feel like this boy came back to you, and so now I'm trying to get that time frame when you just explained to me being in the hospital, and then almost dying, and then you lost your child. Had you had your son yet?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then it can't be that one. I'm trying to find. I see the boy that your dad shared with me. So Could there be another child that how old are your babies? Could you have another baby on its way? I feel like this baby's coming on its way. That's what I'm saying. Reincarnated. Or
Maybe I've had two
does
miscarriages since then.
does
So
one of your girls, is one of your girls kind of tomboyish?
yeah.
Okay, I get, because just because he may not have came back in the male form, that personality is still there. I just want to let you know that that child that we go back to when you were in the hospital, that child was reborn to you, which is another reason why I saw two girls still in heaven with dad, and the boy here being in. So thank you. I just like to share. I like to make sure we get the time frame correctly, because that's beautiful. I love
Well,
reincarnation.
the miscarriages were after I had all three of my living children.
Your living children. Okay, well, then that's not it. How old is your youngest?
She's almost 7.
Well, then, because I don't see that being the possibility, because that doesn't fall into line, then I will definitely say that the next child coming into your family, and whether you give birth to this child or it's your grandchild, it's going to be that little boy, that soul that happened in that hospital. There's no doubt about it. So time frame is very hard for me to be able to confirm. I just know that the formula is correct. But if you already have your children, and being 7, I would highly doubt, and looking at the message coming from your grandparents, but I still say mom and dad because they care about you. I don't think that you are going to be having any children anytime soon. It's showing me that you are working hard on your own, that you are kicking ass being a great mom, and they're very proud of you, of what you've been doing for yourself. So I know that you needed to hear this because they brought it up. I trust in heaven. So if you also have been wondering if you can deal with this, will I make it to be a grandmother? Maybe that's another reason. I don't know what's going on in your head, but if those are some issues that you've been wondering, if you're going to be able to even make that hurdle, can you continue kind of crap because it feels so bad?
Yeah.
So that's it. You are going to be a grandmother. That's all that I can say. And then years from now, you'll get back to me. Hopefully I'll still be on this earth, and it's going to be that boy, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So these are things of also knowing that as hard as it seems right now, it's all worth it.
Okay.
Right? Getting there. I can't wait till I see grandbabies. So that means that all
I don't think. Can you guys hear Katrina? I can't.
Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I was on mute because I didn't want the woman. If you notice at the end, I couldn't stop. I knew that this boy's soul was coming, and I was telling Brody, I can't go with, she was thinking that maybe it was this, and nope, he hadn't come yet then. That's perfect. You know how our readings always run into the next one? This was a winner on last Sunday's show. I did her reading on Wednesday, because that was in Australia time. And Tasha, our next guest, and her family, they tagged me. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. It was earlier. So I'm not quite sure. They're going to tell you. But they invited me to their home when I did home sessions, and I tell everybody to record. I tell people that are on the phone, record your session. I don't remember nothing. I know it's me because I've seen this video, and I'm going to share this video that they tagged me on. But what's interesting is this woman didn't want any more children either. And just like I was sitting there and I'm going, this baby's coming. And that's and this lady right here, I'm gonna let you see this. It's just absolutely beautiful. First of all, we're gonna give the man of the hour. Look at this.
Oh my
Oh
God.
What
my
a precious bundle. And you guys, wait a minute. They told her 4 years ago he was coming. And I just want to, this is just absolutely amazing. And I do have, I got permission. They're our guests today. But look at this.
Okay, now. Oh, wow. And you did say it's a little girl. I want to let you know that I got something else for you. And that what you're telling me just sounds just horrible that you got a baby. But you're going to have a baby boy too. Yes! I got 87 babies already that have been confirmed right now in 4 years. Really? So, I mean, everything you're telling me, I'm sure you said there's no damn way I'm having another baby. But I'm being told there's a boy that's coming your way. Yes. No doubt whatsoever. So, look at that. I know. and that has to do with, and here she is making it so you must have needed to know somehow. She's talking about my mom. And here I am answering that question.
Oh, wait, I gotta stop it.
Who's that sexy girl?
I had to record it.
Okay.
I was trying to bring up the mother.
Tasha there.
And I'm over here. I don't know. Let me I got Mandy and I got the mother, grandma. And I just wanted to share this. It's not as smooth. I kept putting people in there. I'm not quite sure. Do we got the right people in? Yes, we do.
They related to Mandy? These other two?
Mandy, no. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I was
Mandy.
like, oh.
Okay. Because we know her name.
Yes.
That's what it is. We know her name. I'm so sorry. So I got the mother, Tasha, and I have grandma, which I believe was the one that said yes in the video. And I'm so glad that I could see the 30 pounds that I lost.
Yes. Looking good, mama.
So I'm feeling good. And I know, when did you tag me?
I think it was Wednesday.
It was the same day I had the reading. I look at that, and you guys are on the same show, and you got the same thing, because here she is. She was worried that she was going to make it to be a grandma. That was the whole thing. So look at you. Now she's going to watch this show, and she's going to damn well know she's going to be a grandma, because we got a baby here, a cute little baby boy. And I just think that this is just absolutely beautiful. And that was, here it is. They said it was February 2018. That
4 years later.
Yep, 4 years later, February 13th, you got to have this little baby. And
She said she was done.
Yeah. I was.
Evans knew different.
Isn't that great? Tell us, what did you feel when you got your positive?
Well, I was done because of my age. I was like, there's no way. I'm 36 now. There's no way I'm having a kid when I'm 36. And then I was thinking, Katrina is crazy. Like, I don't know what she's talking about. So when we got the positive test, it took me a couple of weeks. And I was like, Mom, I think Katrina said in a few years, I was going to have a baby boy. And so we found the video and we trimmed it. And she was like, let's not send it until we find out the gender. So in August, we found out it was a boy. And then she's like, okay, let's not send it until he's here.
So the baby's here.
I love it.
So I was like, okay. And then he decided to come 2 weeks early. So I think that's even backs it up closer to when you were at the house, because he was actually
I got that on the notes. We're going to get back to that too.
He was actually due February 28th. So I was like, she's not exactly 4 years, but it's within a month. Like he's due.
Come on, guys. Yeah, that's right. Cream and pale yellow, same color, but keep going.
So when he came February 13th, it was even closer to your prediction. So I was like, so yeah, it was great.
But I guess those. I really do. I'm guessing the time frame. the best that I can by just my track record. But they do usually fall somewhere in those lines. And I asked for like a month. You're over there a few days, you know. Give me a couple of months in between. It's just, it feels that way. And I just love that. But you know, I didn't know. I relayed your loved one's message. And I told it in the thing. I go, I trust them 100%. And anybody that follows me, anyone that's a forever friend, it comes out. I might interpret it different. Like when I said that I felt like she was, I wrote down exactly what the loved one said. He was there at the crossing. Naturally, I thought he was in the fort, but it was just a flip. I interpreted it incorrectly, but it was still relevant. And this is what I saw, because this is the gentleman that you asked to talk to. Man, he is a big personality. He came in super duper strong, and there was no problem. I'm just sitting there, and that's when I had asked you to be my friend. You know, I put my friend on. But he said, "Do it." She wants to be your friend. Do it. I was like, okay. So I thought I'd share why I had asked you. I don't usually do that, just in case you don't want to let people know what I do. I get that. It's still got stigma, but you got to be in my Forever Friends by Katrina. It's a secret club. Anybody that's a forever friend, you come in and you are free to ask questions. You got a feeling. So please join it. Nobody else, you know, you're not exploited, and you get firsthand of my discounts. You get firsthand of what city I'm in, because you know that's my thing. So tell me about your baby. I mean, I'm being told the first thing, there's something about his feet. It's like you were going up and down the feet. This is what he was sharing with me. And I also want to share with the rest of the people the notes. If you look up the top, I already knew that purple because it's February, but look at what he said. It was an early surprise. I love that you said he was early. I didn't know that. And you guys, I did take, that's the post I got. So it didn't have any information of saying what its due date was. I like to share that info, you know. So we're over here. I got this gentleman, and I also have on here in my notes, he's so proud. He's so happy you got your son. Look at it's underlined. It's in parentheses. And is there a connection? Is this great grandpa or is this grandpa? And it feels like it has something to do with you, Mom. I know you. Rody's trying to tell me that you can't see me pointing at her. I'm pointing at you. You're just, there we go. Everybody see it. I want to make sure I get it.
He is
Rody. That's
he raised her since she was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I want to tell you, you know, looking at you, look at the nose, look at the face, look at that smile. I can see family resemblance. It just looks like there's a connection there. But this man is sharing with me how he has always been around. I know that you helped take care of him. I know that you were around him. He's sharing with me that you were holding his hand. I hope that you understand that. And it feels like it's his left hand. So I hope that this will make some sense to you. It would be like, I feel like he's up against like in a bed, and I feel like it's in like up a corner side. And I feel like the right side might be what's up against the wall. So I feel like your left hand is what you're holding, and I'm not there. Please know that this is him. I'm seeing through his eyes. And so these are things of moments that, of course, you're not going to say, oh, what side? No. Who's going to think of that? But it's letting you know that I feel that you had seen something that has stayed on your mind. It's something that, you know, you got to see the body dying.
Yeah. Yes, I did. I was there in the room with him the whole time.
And I want to let you know over and over and over again, is bringing tears to my eyes and joy. We are not, our souls are not in that body. I wouldn't be able to see it that way. He wouldn't have shown me this. It was looking down. I also had this visions of like Texas stars everywhere.
Lone Star.
A Lone Star. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a Texas native.
No, he was an 18-wheel driver, and his call name was Lone Star.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so awesome. Now, also on my notes, I'm not even looking at them, but if you guys wonder why I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at the same notes that I had. It reminds me of what they were saying. And I also got, now in parentheses, those are visions that I have. Now, did your son have in his name is this your grandfather? But like
Me?
dad? Yes.
It's my stepdad. He's my stepdad.
Okay, but the love right there doesn't matter.
Oh no,
The blood
no.
is there. I just want you to know I always say it doesn't matter. My best friends, I feel like, are family to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just saw that. I feel like you were talking about carrying his name into your son's name. So did you intertwine the
I
middle name?
didn't.
But
I
you talked
didn't.
about it, right?
No, the intertwining with his family name is probably within my daughter.
Oh, okay. I just saw this intertwined. And does it have something to do with the middle name?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And it's your daughter. It was very interesting because I wrote something down that I saw a little girl. He's so proud of her, and it was something to do with the nose. I don't know, because to me she looks to be maybe 6 or 7.
She's 5 and she's broken her nose twice. That's like a trouble area for her.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. So is that just once? This has been twice.
Yeah.
And she's 5. So is she tall? A little bit taller?
Yes,
Because
very tall.
the way he's showing me, I've never seen your child. I'm not a pedophile. I want to make sure I say that very clearly. Your dad is showing, it's like apple of his eye. I mean, he's been there every moment. I feel like not just being a part of your life, he shows me that the short time that he was here, it's almost like I see her from baby to at least 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
she was 2.5, almost 3.
Okay,
and
so there we go.
They were best friends because, he was ill and living with us. And
okay, he wears caps. I want to let you know that I know that you are showing me with a cap, but he shows me him putting a cap on his little munchkin, or whatever it is. It feels like he's calling her a tiny name, being small. Does it have an M in it?
Well, her name's Maylee, and we call her May.
Oh, okay. I do not do names.
Or Moo. We call her Moo too. So yeah.
Oh, I love it. So yeah, and he's just so happy of her. I don't know, for some reason there's something to do with here we go back to the feet, and I know that because I know that it was did your daughter and her brother have you decided to like do a picture or something with their feet, or putting them together and taking a photo? It just looks like their 2 feet are together. And another thing that I want to share too is she's tying her shoe now.
She's trying.
He's there trying to help her. Look at what a wonderful guy he is. He's using the rabbit method, it's so cute. That's so interesting. So look at how you were saying, do you recognize that rabbit method?
Yes.
It's about 2 rabbit ears, and he's there with his granddaughter sitting there teaching her.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised her talking out of nowhere. Because when we're younger, they're not always imaginary friends. They really are grandparents and our loved ones that are sitting there to guide us. And it's us as adults that tell them that can't be, and then we try to, like myself, I try to push it away, and that's not how it needs to be. He wants you to know how absolutely amazing you did on. Okay, was there some did you have a cesarean or something? It looks like, that, like you're draped over.
Yes, I did have a C-section with both of them.
Okay. Now you got to understand that I do know that your dad was right there when your baby was born. And I do know that when he was born, I feel like there was a quietness, not this screaming right off the bat. I feel like there was some peace.
That is true. He didn't come out crying, and it worried me.
Because your dad was right there. His soul was presenting your son. The one that you guys waited for.
Yeah.
the one that you denied. You tell them that story later. That's what's so awesome. Everything. Now, also, I want to let you know that I did smell smoke. I want to let you know I could smell cigarette smoke. So he's with his dad. So if you are wondering, his father was there on the other side for him when he had crossed over. I think he smoked too. And I do see brown drink in a cup. It's got no ice in it. So it's either whiskey or rum, whatever. It's brown. They're having a great time, and I'm seeing a serviceman. I feel like there's a proudness of his country. And I wrote down because I saw a shield, and I was thinking like fire, like firemen. But then I double lined. I felt like there had something to do with the Marine or something that has to do with the Marines.
Yes, he was a major supporter of the Marines. I mean, major.
Yes. His pride is that he has that same pride in his family, that he's a very upstanding man, and he takes a deep breath, ladies. And I do know that he had trouble being able to breathe. And I feel like he was being assisted with this, which he hated. I just want to let you know, I just see him taking him out a couple of times.
Yeah.
So he's just like, and he said bastard. I just want, he did. This is only for children. This is not for children. And the baby that we have on here, he can't hear us, but I want to let you know that that's what he said. He said that he has no pain. I felt like, that this was areas of him letting you know that he's okay, and how he had went around the family. I do see a large family. I do see that they all are, I see ruggedness and, I want to tell you, Tasha, not just that, I feel like he also helped you to I'm going to get it. Hunt.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool. I really, there's only a handful of girls that I've met that hunt. It's not my cup of tea. I eat it, but I can't be that other person. But I'm being shown that you can also, dress it or whatever. I don't know what that, I feel like you could also prepare it after the kill. So it's interesting that was it a little thing? Was it a rabbit?
No. Well, I haven't shot anything with him, but he would always take me hunting.
Did he have you there and show you how to prepare that the skin and everything? I was just trying to.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Who's doing this? Have you been there? What's going on? I'm seeing it.
So my uncles are. I have a couple of uncles who have recently passed away.
Oh.
And
it wouldn't be just big game. It would also be smaller things like rabbit or.
No, it's normally big game or fish.
Okay, so then this isn't one. It's got to come up. It's got to be. So this is something you got on video. I feel like it's going to be something else. Do you do any outdoor things with your husband? Does he do any kind of
We
Shooting.
duck hunted. That small game, duck hunting.
Okay, well that's small, but
Mhm.
let's just get closer, or we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's got to be forward ahead, but I definitely see that to me it's a smaller, so that's why I want it as fluffy.
Mhm.
You always need to get some stuff involved, and I wonder if your husband is thinking of taking his boy out and thinking ahead and
Yeah.
sharing all that stuff to make
Mhm.
him a independent guy. And
Mhm.
here's another thing. There's a lazy boy brown chair that he sits on, and I saw symbols. They were I wrote a K, and I saw this cross out. I don't know if it was like, I wasn't sure if I could say it looked like a stick plane, or if it on its side, or if it's a 4. So I drew it, and I saw this symbol above a left arm. I saw his watch. I feel like somebody has his watch. I feel like it has been kept. It's put aside, and I see it. I feel like it's right above the wrist a little bit, is this symbol right on top. That's his hand. And I see him always picking you up. So I know that this has been very hard, you losing him and missing him, but I also know that you have great things ahead of you. You haven't lost no one. So it's him being there to pick you up. Is this him? Can you please confirm this tattoo that is very simple?
It was a tattoo he got when he was like early 20s, and it had a K-A.
Oh, it's an A. Okay. I want to say that it kind of looks like I tried to draw an A, but I just want to let you know that it was a symbol, and I was having trouble with that last one, and it did look very simple. So please know that he's in hands with that. And who's the one that drinks coffee every morning or eat all the way up till noon?
Oh, well, us and my sister does too.
Everybody.
So. Yeah.
That's okay. Or maybe you had it today closer to noon. I don't know.
I did.
Okay. I love that you are not stating that it's every day, but look at how you stated it was today.
Yeah.
And you were so excited for him to be here. I love coexistence because I wasn't in your room. I was somewhere else, and I'm still somewhere else. And see, it just works. It's the afterlife. It's not gone. It's not death. It's a afterlife. Look at how he's there.
Yeah.
He knew about your baby. I didn't. They all knew about your baby before any of you did. And I'm so happy that you taped it. I'm always told in private, people that share with me and this is not uncommon. I'm okay. I thank you for sharing with this world that, man, it works. It is an afterlife. There's coexistence now. Not yesterday's memories of when they were here, but your yesterday's memories, your today activities.
Yes.
So now, because that has been indicated, I am seeing a move. I'm seeing the move of your family. And so I hope that, and I feel like maybe you might not be so keen of it, but this is going to be good for your family. And I feel like the change of this family has to do with going for the money, going where the right job is, and where the right schooling is. So if you have been thinking about this, Tasha, talking about it, when it comes around, please pay attention to the sign, and you won't have to be so have so much anxiety for it.
We actually just moved in November. We bought a house in Dayton, and now my mom is in the process of moving in with her sister. They're trying to find a lot with land and move in with her sister.
You know, I got a vision of what you're having. There's this little, when you drive up, it kind of like goes up a hill, and when you come around the hill, you see this little like little barn, like what chickens would be into, or little stuff. But you can't see it until you come up this hill around this edge, this bin, and it's going to be everything that you're looking for. And you know what else I just saw? Something to do with a flagpole in the front. Why are you laughing?
Because my sister has flagpoles where she's at right now. She does the flag.
I love that. I love having, man. You can't make this shit up. That's just it. You just can't. Rody keeps giving me the nudge. We haven't, that this isn't listed for children. Yeah. So, and my disclaimer says you must be 18. Yeah, all heard it.
I'm giving her the nudge because I still get so friggin' blown away. I said what as many years as I've been around, this is just.
He says to tell everyone he's okay and that he loves everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Right? So just and the headache, who's having the a little bit of tension on the right side, upper front? It almost feels like it's starting right here. I feel like it has something to do with sinuses. So if anyone has sinuses, I feel like it's going to be a headache that comes up over the right temple. So please give me that validation when that comes in. Who's the one that has sinus troubles?
I do.
And babe, do you get headaches sometimes? From it?
Yeah.
Okay. And when they do they come on like on the crappy end?
No, not as bad as it used to, but.
Well, get ready. You're fixing to have a bad one.
I'm not sure. I don't know, but I'm going to take that possibly. So at least he's letting you know, and ladies, do you have any questions?
No, thank you so much.
You know, you're my forever friend.
You guys are
Thank you.
Mother, daughter, and baby.
Look at he is adorable.
Yep.
I love babies. Mine will have babies next. So, ladies, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
It's been an honor.
Thank you.
Updated. Yes. Hey, one of my babies that I told were coming. They named her Katrina. It was a Catholic family, and she was a friend of mine, and I knew that they didn't trust this or believe it. Her grandmother, she forced me to call her up. Do you know that I saved that baby's life? The cord was wrapped around its neck. She listened to me. She went, and her baby is probably 6 or 7 years old now. It was very profound. It made me just be so thankful that I listened and I went beyond my comfort zone. And yeah, she named her after me. So I just love that. So guys, you guys rock.
Thank you.
There we go. You have a blessed day. You're welcome.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Tasha.
Bye. Thank you.
There we go. And Kandi, put us up.
God. Katrina. A tattoo. Oh my God.
Wow.
Well, to be honest, I got the K. You'll see it at the bottom, towards the very bottom.
that K.
I tried, but I its location, but it does kind of look like an A. What's going on there? I tried, but its location, but it does kind of look like an.
What's still playing?
What was that?
What was that?
That was a repeat of what I just said. You guys saw my mouth. I might have been
Or screwing with Katrina again.
Oh, you know what? That would be this guy because he thinks it's funny.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
You got to Tasha, you guys. Tell him to go away.
He is a prankster. He is a prankster.
I told you he comes in a big way. He's one awesome fella, and I'm just happy to meet him. So thank you. But yeah, that would be somebody that did that. So while we're in this, I'm ready to answer any questions from chat room. So whoever had put those in, I'm gonna I can answer some questions, and then I'm gonna get to our panelist that's over here.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions.
Okay, go ahead and hit me.
Okay, the first one was from Candace, and I don't see her in the YouTube chat anymore, but she had said she's having a bit of a hard time the past few weeks, and she wanted to know if it would get better. She's been kind of depressed.
Oh, okay. We know her.
Well, she's been in the chat when she was on the show.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I apologize that I don't
Candace
remember.
Elizabeth.
It's Candace Elizabeth. That's right.
Okay. I don't remember names, but unfortunately, okay, there's Candace Elizabeth. Thank you very much there, Kandi. I know she got it there for me.
Got it.
She's there.
Candace, I wish I could say that it's gonna feel a little bit better, but I can't. And because I just feel like right now, it just feels familiar to you. And I have a female that is telling me that you're just gonna have to have faith in yourself and bite that tongue. Get out there and do it because you are one amazing lady. And it is that the depression. I'm not saying that it's not valid in any way, but if you do give in, I don't see good things. And this woman that I see looking at your picture, I feel like you might put a lighter tone in your hair because the person that I see is more like like Tiffany's hair, like a blondish, dirty blonde hair. And her hair is put up a little bit, on her head. And she loves you very much. But most of all, she wants to remind you that you have it in you all along, Candace, to go forward, that you are a strong woman, and whoever that's making you feel depressed, whoever is in your circle, you need to let go of it. It's time to go forward and think of Candace. That's what I feel. And to do that, you know what you got to do to stay, to be healthy and to thrive. Okay, honey, to thrive because you are amazing. That's what your message is. Period. There's nothing more I can say. She's amazing. Oh, I do. I see her say her ex and my sisters. And I understand how hard it is to get away from an ex, especially if you got children with them or whatever it may be. You can still limit what you give to them. Give your minimal. And I know family, these ladies right up here, I consider them my family. There's no blood whatsoever in there. So you give what you receive. So you're so welcome, Candace. Do we have any other questions?
Yes, we have a question from Sandy Sorrells.
Yes. Go ahead.
She wants to know if you have any messages for her from her family, and she sends you hugs.
I get the hugs and I get the tickles. So I want to let you know that the family is reaching out to all the other family, and I try to keep up with you. I try to keep up with you, Sandy, and I want to let you know they hear you, girl. You don't need me to tell them that what you're saying. They are around. And there's another thing that has to do with your daughter, and it looks like it's lights, so I think that she's got to change the bulbs, the energy bulbs to energy bulbs. And it looks like it's overhead, might even be a fan type of something to do with the bulb. So I hope that helps you, Sandy. That's what they need to tell you. And you already know what it has to do with your husband. You're already up on that. So I'm so happy that I could help. Do we have any other questions?
Okay, and Chandra wants to know if she should venture into what she's been thinking about.
Chandra, I already told you to get your ass and do it. Period.
There you go.
It hasn't changed.
And then there's one more.
That was easy. I love you, girl.
Sorry. And then there's one more from Dawn. She wants to know if her dear friend Florida is at peace.
Dawn, your dear friend Florida. Was at peace the moment that she crossed over. I want to let you know, I feel like she had shared with her friends, her family. She's sharing with me that she went with no hate. I just feel like you need to know that. I hope that you understand that. There was no hate in her heart. And it's very interesting because when I see her, I feel like you might associate her with wings, because I'm seeing her. And then I see the angelic wings behind, and no,
Yes.
we have, okay, yes, thank you very much, Dawn. So these are just, I just saw this around, and I just want to clarify that no, I haven't seen actual people with wings, but I feel like you have this picture that has her, and I also associate that same photo in this oval shape. So was she cremated? A lot of times there's a cremation that occurs, or they have this oval picture of her on the, I still think that she was cremated. But I do see this around there. So I hope that she might be able to confirm this vision, this oval. And I also know that you're planning on, and she wants you to know that she loves the idea. I'm not sure if you had done it yet, but I see you connecting the two of you's friendship together in a tattoo or a piece of jewelry. It just feels like all of it is above. So I hope that helps.
Also, Katrina, we have two folks that are confirming. Yes. So first, Chandra says you were right about what was wrong with her hip. Her lower back popped like crazy, and her pain is gone.
Oh my goodness, girl! And you said that you weren't having anything, and I said to be worried. I said, well, then pay attention because here you got it. I love the confirmations.
And we have one more. You'll love this one. Joe says you were right about the infection in her lungs. The doctors missed it.
Oh my gosh! I love what I get to do. I love that, guys.
3 doctors missed it. Joe, thank God you're still with us then.
That is amazing. And I just,
and she is not a doctor.
I am not. Yes, thank you. Wait a minute. Let me come over here. I got to go over to the brand, and I want to make sure. Here we go. Testimonies. Disclaimers. Website. Blah 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 blah. And here we go. Voila. Put that testimony back up there so that we'll be able to see that. Look at that.
She gets all her information from heaven, y'all.
Your loved ones know you best. I don't. You know, I don't. And I've said it 1,000 times. I get the lottery number. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to use it. But I'll share. I swear to God, I'll go around and give everybody these readings. They would get. I'm going to go worldwide, no matter what. Just I was invited to Australia. We got to wait till that stuff gets messed up. I just heard I'm excited, right? I'm like, okay, I'll just start next year. Then I start finding that they're on lockdown. I was like, there's no way I can go. I don't want to be in their prison, but I was like, but I was all excited that I got invited, right? I was like, okay, I got a passport. And this is the first time I'm going to be able to use it. I think it expires in a couple of years. So I was like, I'm trying to rush in there, you know. Anyways, I'm so happy that we got these testimonies. But everybody, please continue to share with us because the rest of the world want to hear it. And I'm going to bring up, we have I was just going to bring up the new person. She just left. Jerry, come on back in because I'm going to get you there. We were going to stop. But Mandy, hello.
Hello.
You look absolutely beautiful, sweetheart.
Well, thanks. I was gonna take a shower, but then I saw you were on.
How's married life treating you, girl?
I was going to say you're in love.
Yeah. You got married recently.
You got married? When did I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In May.
Yep.
Congratulations, Mandy. I
Thank
know
you.
that you're excited,
Yeah.
and I see great things going. Does your man got a beard?
Yeah. He has. Yeah.
So are you asking him to get rid of it?
No, but he does shave it off sometimes like this. I was gonna say I have a picture. I don't know if you could see it. He doesn't really have hair there, but in some other. Just depends. He keeps it longer in the winter and in the
man.
Oh, thank you.
And he's taking good care of you. Boom, baby. That's what matters. And you know what? You're shining, babe. So that is what's important. You're looking fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
There's some about your leg, though.
Something about my leg?
Yeah. So did you go walking and tripped or something? I'm not saying no pain. I'm just saying that it just looks like you might have overstepped on something that was uneven.
Oh, heck, I could fall over my own feet any day of the week.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But
All right. There's nothing new about that. Then that means it was yesterday. Okay, that's not going to give me.
I was going to say, I do hit my leg on my desk at work every time I'm at work, and it almost knocks me to the ground when I do it.
Wow. Okay. But this just looked like it was, and it actually looked like the right leg, the right foot, and it just looked like the outer layer was a tip, like you did, like an unevenness.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't just do anything to my foot. I broke my foot when I was a senior in high school doing backflips.
okay. I don't think,
and
that
it was
that's
right. It was
either.
right where your toes are at. So maybe I was.
I don't think that's it,
No.
but we're going to keep an eye on it. So if you walk on a sidewalk or something and there's an uneven, just be aware. Okay.
Okay.
Mandy, who do you want to talk to? Is it going to be the woman that I see in front of me, or is it the gentleman you want to talk to?
The gentleman.
Okay. So I just want to let you know that both of them are here and front and center. And it's very interesting because he's going to his belly, like he's lost some weight or put a little pounds on. He's just going to his belly and he's just sharing with you because I feel like he wants you to know that no matter what you look like, however it is that how beautiful you are. So have you been for as much as you're in love here, have you been wanting to work on your body and you're not feeling it? And he's telling you you're just as beautiful no matter how you are?
Well, my stomach is the only thing that's probably ever stayed big since I've had kids.
Me too.
And I just blame it on the
Me too. I blamed him. I can't even make a hole. I can't even make a circle. I got boobs and butt and everything everywhere. I get it. But I'm being told that he's sharing with you how much he loves you, and that right now I think that you might have this body issue that you might be experiencing. And he wants to remind you what a beautiful woman you are. And also the man that you're with isn't seeing all that, so just go with it and yeah, go with it, girl.
Well, thank you.
I just go with
it. Yeah, that's. I'm glad that you. Yeah, I probably know exactly what you're talking.
I know you do. I'm doing it in the most slyest way I can.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know. I mean, you know what's great about that is that that's your wingman. I want to let you know that he's letting you know that he's got your back, baby.
You know what? That's probably my kids' dad. That was my best friend. And yeah. I was actually just wondering, my daughter's been having a hard time here the last month or so with losing her dad. He's been gone since 2018, but she's just been having a real rough time.
just let you know that she is just going through a phase right now. I see her putting up some fits, isn't she, Mandy?
Oh, yes.
He wants you to know that she's putting up that, and I feel like she is using some excuses for your sympathy, and that's why he's letting you know that it's coming in as a phase. So, and I think that some of the things that she might say to you could be scary.
Yeah.
But I'm being told that they're being just said.
Okay.
And I know I'm not even going to come out. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I would never, ever, ever tell a mother not. You're listening to her. You understand. He's letting you know what the real intentions are. And so that means that you'll get through it. You know, I'm not saying that somebody might not try to attempt or whatever, because that's
Right.
the mind of someone else, but you're on it, Mandy. You're
Right.
watching it. You're being a great mother. That's the best that you can be. And that also means that you have a great angel paying attention, because I didn't know any of this.
No.
This is a very special subject, especially when we're dealing with a child.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, but I look at how you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what he wants to. So that can help know that you are approaching it correctly. You already knew that it was being used this way. And to stay strong, because that doesn't mean don't take this to let up and give her more reins.
Right.
You're being the mother, and you stay as strong as that it is, and that is your job, and that you're doing a great job at it. That's what he's stating. So okay.
Mm-hmm. That makes me feel better.
It should make you feel that way, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I've just been wondering, and every time I start to wonder, I come right across I just stumble right into you. Every time.
Because it's synchronicities. It's meant to be. That's what you're supposed to do. And look at, even today, there was 2 readings today that had to do with the future.
Yeah.
Of a boy coming.
Yeah.
One that was confirmed, another one that we just got to wait for it to happen. But it's real. It
yeah.
is. So, Randy,
For
you know,
sure.
love ya. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna put something up in the Baytown, Pasadena area, and have a gathering for us to do a reading, and kind of like, you know, welcome home for. I don't live there no more,
Yeah.
but are you part of my secret club?
Of course.
There you go. So, you know, I'm going to let you know.
I was gonna
Girl,
say, yeah,
I love you. Okay.
I'll be there to see you as
Yay.
soon as I can.
All right, girl. You
All
keep
right.
it up. Thank you so much.
Bye, man.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, she's so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Check her out.
Candy takes care of it. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to put this up so we can see each other. And I got a Jerry Lynn.
Yeah, poor Jerry. She's been waiting and got kicked out and came back. Look at her laughing down there.
Candy, will you bring Jerry Lynn in for me? Because I've been taking over and not being the best, and we'll do it this way. There we go. Hello. Hello. Thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for being patient.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And may I ask where you're calling from?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I've been to Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, yeah?
I have. Have I done a reading for you?
No.
Great. You're going to be
not that I'm aware of.
I'm so happy for that. I'm hoping that today we'll make that change.
Okay.
I have been in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I did a group session over at the Sheraton downtown. It was absolutely beautiful. It was a family and their friends and everything. So, you know, let me know. I'm going to be coming through there. So,
okay, so I got to
know
get
anybody?
on the secret club?
If you know some people, but first let me prove myself. Okay. So Jerry, Lynn, I got
Yes.
2 guys and a female. Who you want to talk to?
I got 2 guys fighting over me.
No, I didn't say they were fighting.
I'll
I
go
would.
go with the female, please.
Okay, and would this be because I am also seeing someone that has the same oval shaped face as you, the box squared, the jawline is very prominent, just like yours are. And would this be your mother or
No,
grandmother?
it could be my grandmother.
Okay, because she looks just like you over here in your mouth area and your jawline. Okay, same oval shape, which I also feel that your mother has that same shape that you take after your mom too. Now I feel like up above you look like your dad, but it looks like this is the prominent shape, and it might be that you don't know your grandmother very well, and she needs you to know that she's been watching over you, Jerry.
Can I say something?
I absolutely, because I know that you connect with heaven too. So go ahead.
I know she's around. I know they're both around. And I love them.
But I also know that you have your own spiritual gifts. You have done your own connection. It just shows me that you have been making contact.
I'm working on it.
You're doing it.
I am.
You are doing it.
Woo.
No wonder you came on my show.
No wonder I'm so hot all the time. Thank you, Jesus.
I get hot too when I get on fire. In fact, we have a thermal, we call it hot ass, because when I got up, it stayed hot for literally 21 minutes, 21 to 22 minutes. They looped it over. We showed it up. It didn't get cool or nothing. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. But I'm being shown that you're connecting. I'm being shown that you're being respectful. And that's very important. I'm being shown that you are looking for your next guidance. And I feel like this has to do with energy. I feel like the more that you put, and I think you're focusing on your alignment of your energy, and that also goes into whether you're healing people or touching them to assist them. I find that you already are mingling yourself, whether it is spiritually or with words. You're guiding and being a teacher to the people that are around you. So I hope that makes some sense to you.
It does, absolutely. I'm glad you're confirming that for me.
No, they're confirming it. I don't know you.
Okay.
We just established that before we even got started. I don't know you, Jerry Lynn. So, and unless it's coming in behind you, I don't know if anyone else, but they are with you. They want you to know this, okay? And I do know that you pay respect to the Native Americans. I know that I see you giving offerings and looking to its moons, and on how you produce your daily activities. I also see that you make sure that your energy is cleared in your home, and you've been worried about that. So they want you to know that you're doing fine on this, that this isn't something that you have to worry about. The lighting that you have been achieving also has been a very great ambiance for your gatekeeper, your the person that you assigned to be your gatekeeper, your guide. There's so many words that they can be, but I hope that you recognize that. I'm glad that you're noticing that the work that you're doing, that there's somebody that is telling you to keep going. The world needs us.
Right on. Right on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Spirit.
You're my forever friend. I give utmost. I don't know anything. It's Spirit. And that is they know you the best. But now you're my forever friend. So
awesome.
Yes. They have metaphysical fairs and everything like that you can get into. I just feel like that you touch things and you know what's happening with them, that you gather its energy. So continue to work on the chemistry of when you touch things. Okay.
Okay.
Because and keep me updated.
Yes.
I will. Do you have any advice that to give me that because I'm still unsure. I mean,
Journal,
but I'm
write it
unsure.
down, because you are the one that you have to convince. I had to convince myself, and the only way to do that is the validations, the things that come up. Look at when I have proof, it you go on my Instagram, and I'm hoping that you're going to contribute to it. But my testimonials are actual pictures of people sharing their statements of what happened. And, I think that we need to share that with the world. When you've got all of that validation coming in, and I text myself. That way I got the time, I got the day, I lock it in, and it gives you validation, Jerry. I also want to let you know, as you're wondering how you can communicate, everyone in the world, that's what this is about. Do you have a question about the afterlife? Make your own damn conversation. It doesn't matter what I talk to dogs, I talk to animals, I've even talked to a bird. So I just want to let you know that their personalities are still there. Their soul is one. We are one species. We are one soul. And you do not have to have if you want to talk to them, blah, 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 they're going to learn that blah, blah means coffee. Whatever your intentions are. If your guide, you want to call them Mary, that's what you can call them. Please know that anything that comes to your mind, that's a synchronicity of your connection with the being that you're trusting to guide you. It takes both of you to trust each other. So don't worry about being able to understand them. Develop your own. I promise you, it'll come so free. I started out with my eyes twitching. I asked if my right eye is correct, or if by the way, my eyes, they look fantastic today.
Yes, they do.
I did my makeup, these are my first wings I ever did. Anyways, I'm being radiated, but the twitching of my eyes, because I don't have that. That's unusual. So if I was hearing it right, it's also something that isn't noticeable if I'm talking to somebody. It was something that would give me confirmation. So I'm like, all right, make my right eye twitch if it's correct, or the left. And then I would switch it up. Don't mess around with it. Switch it up. Play with them. Let them know your language. This is your rapport. It takes some time to do it. But I promise you, what feels right, you can be looking at your friend or your husband or your sister or whatever, and they won't say one word, but you know what they're thinking or what they're feeling. Trust it. Okay?
Okay.
Anyone that's listening, trust it. And the interpretation, how you interpret it, is going to be different than the other, because you're developing your own language. You're connected. We all are. You
Awesome.
go, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much love.
Yes.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye, Jerry. Yeah. That was so awesome.
Jerry, also know you are enough.
That's right.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Yep. I love that. Our panelists rock today. Yes, I want to give another one. I want to come over here and give some more. It looks like Dawn is staying in deep. Lee boy, my Lee boy. This is our little son over here. But I found out he's a brother. I'm only 10 years older than him. I couldn't have gave birth to him. He's my brother. We got Martha. Thank you very much for the amazing comments. And we got, I'm sorry. I was going through comments here. Thank you for saying my makeup's cute. Yes. And we got Mural Maples. Look forward to this on Sunday. I love that you guys say that, because I know that one thing that is absolutely true. I have the most amazing forever friends. You guys don't know how much you mean to me, and you're very rock solid, and it's forever friend. That's all I can say. Thanks. Do we have any questions before I, cry my makeup off that I did such a great job on it?
Well, I see one
Too late.
where girly girl from Florida wants to know what's happening for her in the next few months.
She's back. She was in the show, cat room last time. Yeah, girly girl.
Girly girl from Florida. Okay, for the next few months. Now, please know that I'm not psychic. These are new things that I'm doing, but they seem to be rocking. So I'm going to just tell what I got. I feel like you're going to have this, everything is going to be just staying exactly the way it is. And I feel like you're going to have this little hump. So I'm going to take it like maybe towards the end of March. There's going to be something that's kind of like going to throw a little bump into your road. And after that, it is going to be awesome. I feel like summer is going to just come your way. It's going to be like all of that other stuff didn't matter. And I feel like you're going to be free. It's almost like maybe you're free of a bill. That's what it feels like, yeah, it feels like you're going to be free of a bill. So I hope that if that's one of the things that's on your plate, and that would make me happy too, to have one less bill. So there you go. That's great. Oh, it might be that it comes up in a hip and then it's no longer there. I'm not sure, but that's how it feels. Any other questions?
No, ma'am. Sandy did say, I've lost it in the chat, but she did say that you hit the nail on the head. Here it is, about her husband. Something about going on underneath his ribs.
Well, when we spoke, I was thinking that it was the liver. I was thinking that it was the right side. So she got back to me and we were talking about the like the tissues and the rib caves or something, but they did find some things in there. So I'm glad. I don't say that I'm always right, but we did notice that she had to get him to the doctor, and that was the best part.
And the last one I'm seeing is Lady T. Says she's having a hard time getting past the 3 deaths that she recently experienced.
Lady T, I want to let you know, honey, that you are cradled. You're like spooned, with love every night. It's the one. This one is like the same size as you, just a little bit bigger, and holds you every night. And I feel like you're a side sleeper, and I turn to my left. So I don't know if you sleep on your left side. I feel like this is how that I'm laying with you. And this person smells really good. And if you're wondering, to me, it smells like a male smell. And I'm also being shown somebody that messes around in the kitchen a lot. So I hope that you're able to get back to me on some things being not in the right spot. For some reason, I'm looking, you swear it was over here on your left side, but it winds up being where it should be on the right. That might be like a mom or a grandmother, because, they're the ones that tells you where things are best at. That's how I feel it is. So I hope that this makes some help for you, Lady T.
Awesome. That's all. That's all I'm saying, Sabrina.
I think that's a yes. I am exactly. Yes. Awesome. I love it. We're helping the people. We have 24 people watching. Can you please subscribe, come back in not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that, because I'm going to be on a cruise. Become my forever friend. If you want your own private reading, it is amazing. I make it as genuine as I possibly can. I put a lot of time in. I put anywhere up to an hour and a half to 2 hours prior to our session. And I swear it's amazing. And you can pick a video one because you get to keep it. Look at how we had one that made their own video. I'm back to doing home sessions in the vicinity that I'm at, Houston, Pasadena. I'm not going to tell anybody where I am, but I can get to you. If you're my forever friend, I'll come to your house. And Karyn has been putting up, if you want a reading, it is Katrina Spiritual Medium on Facebook. You can get a hold of me at foreverfriendsbykatrina@gmail.com if you don't have that. And I must say, I have no problems of not having a connection to your Facebook. You can block me. I don't need that. We don't have no Facebook up here, guys. I don't even know who you, especially when we're doing answering. I think it's pretty darn cool that we're answering things through chat room, and we're hitting it. That's pretty cool. Spirit is awesome. You know why? Because your loved ones are over here telling me what to say. That's string theory. I don't know it. You don't know damn shit. They do. So I love that. Oh, let me go ahead and put this up there. I did it, Kandi. I did it. So we're going to come over. If there's not anybody, I just wanted to say thank you very much for joining us. We will be back March.
In March, the shows will be the Sunday the 6th, the 13th, and the 27th. So
that'll be March already when we come back.
I love babies.
Oh.
Fur babies are
cute.
family.
Yes,
they are family. So please like and subscribe. If you want a reading, come on in. And we're going to say goodbye. So I want you to see our video closing. And
show,
thank you so much for
Bye, you guys.
everyone.
Good night.
Heaven is real. The afterlife is real. We shared it. We prove it every Sunday when we come on.
Tell your friends.
And I'm willing for you to put me through the test. I really am. I have trust in the other side. Not me. I have trust in them. So
Don't
here we
forget-
go. We're gonna close. Anybody got anything?
Like,